You go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Belvrita, I do think that worked. We got Jonathan, Mary's Heart of Influence. It is Thankful Thursday. So thankful for everybody's presence here today. Belvrita, how we got the camera on?
It's on, but I think your lens thing is closed.
Ah, lens thing is open. So
There you are.
Right. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
You gotta get the audio straightened out. Got some. Belvrita, who's here, please?
All right, let me check Mercedes. Danny, if you can help. Uh-oh. That just started. It's now happening to me as well. That was not... Danny, if we can work with the team on the audio. Oh, there we go. It's working. Okay, first up from Dallas, Texas, entrepreneurial engineer, simplifying finance, insurance, and future planning to drive growth, impact, and client clarity. Fitness-driven leader, inspiring results, champion efficient teamwork while balancing business, building with unstoppable dedication, passionate legacy builder, transforming opportunities for families and communities through purposeful service and daily discipline. Let's welcome to the show, Ara Aman.
Thank you.
Danny has had to exit the building and come back.
So Aura, hello. Is it Aura?
Yeah, you got it correct, Aura.
Yeah. Hey, Aura. Plato the Reflosopher said, play a game with me for an hour. We will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So we kick this game, Jonathan and Mary's Heart of Influence, off with a fun fact. It's a headline, not a story. Bella's got the gong show. Gong! If we go into story mode, the headline is, I'm a blind man that has taught sighted people to ski, surf, and scuba dive in the most extreme of conditions. That's a headline. A story is, in 1975, my mom found out that I was going to go blind like her father. She was devastated, destroyed. She was wondering, ... Gong story. So that could be a fun moment, adventurous moment, shocking moment, surprising moment, or any moment that's a headline that'll make us say, Aura, no way. So Aura, please, what is your headline fun fact?
Fun fact about me is I was born in Kurdistan, which is in northern Iraq. So that's where I'm from.
Beautiful. That is not Bayonne. Am I hearing you correctly, Aura?
What do you mean?
That is not Bayonne, New Jersey. That's not like right around the corner from us.
No, yeah, on the other side of the world, yeah.
Yes, let's go, Aura. Warm welcome. Aura's in the building. He's not from Bayonne. We're clear. We got it going. He delivered a headline, Bella. Great job, Aura. Come on.
Great job, Ara. And next up from Dallas, Texas, guides top performers to unleash next level impact, blending heart strategy and joyous accountability for true results. Masterfully architects growth paths and turning vision into action while uplifting teams to flourish under inspired leadership. Champions fearless reinvention, igniting clarity and momentum for those ready to transform purpose into daily achievement. Let's welcome to the show, Diana Slayton.
Thank you. Thank you. I was wondering who
Diana,
she's talking
warm
about.
welcome. Yes, the crowd normally goes wild, but our crowd is, I think, lost in somewhere in Central America. Yes, but please, what is your headline fun fact?
My headline fun fact is actually I was born on Staten Island and I love to skydive.
From Staten Island to Dallas, Texas. By the way, do you think Texas is in the West or the South?
Neither. It's a whole nother country.
Let's go. All right,
Great
Bella.
answer, Diana.
All right, let's go, Bella. Read it.
We're in our own country, and sometimes, Diana, we let those New Jerseyans into our country.
Sometimes.
And they don't even need a passport. But thank you, Diana. That was an incredible answer. And let's go, from Anna, Texas, a mentor in divorce and relationship space. She is writing her first memoir around rebuilding life through and after divorce. She works on a government contractor and is building a business in travel and the wellness space. Let's welcome to the show, Barbie Shepley.
Hi, how are you?
And what is it, Bella?
Barbie.
Barbie. That's a super cool name, Barbie. Barbie.
Thanks.
Your headline fun fact. My headline fun fact is I got to talk to Barbie today on the Heart of Influence. So Barbie, please, your headline fun fact.
Headline fun fact is that I've had the privilege of fostering and being a mom for over 60 kids by the grace of God.
Wow, that is a beautiful thing, Barbie. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Bella Verita, we're rolling. Heart-centered people on Jonathan and Mary's Heart of Influence. Bella, please.
We are still rolling in the great country of Texas, Dallas, Texas to be exact. ICU X-ray technician committed to traveling to every corner of the world, recently in Dubai with her partner and hundreds of friends. Entrepreneur and connector in the travel and healthcare space. Let's welcome to the show, Tamara Brooks.
Woo! Tamara and the crowd goes wild. Tamara, please, your headline fun fact coming from the great nation of Texas.
So just to start off, it's Tamara, but thank
Tamara,
you.
thank you.
So I am a New Year's Eve baby, December 31st, born in the wintertime. I hate being cold. I'm a beach baby all day long, twice on Sunday.
Let's go, Tamara. Tamara, it's Tamara, right?
Yes.
Tamara, warm welcome. Bella, Tamara, she's in the house.
Tamara is in the house. Thank you, Tamara. And next up, we are going to Nebraska. She is an RN. She's an RN in a hospital, runs the holiday celebration for the Thanksgiving holiday, feeding 900 plus in the local community, supports live events and large conference sales events with a team of magic makers over the last 7 years. Let's welcome to the show, Gina Fry.
Gina, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. Jonathan, Mary style. Yeah, you're welcome. And please, your headline fun fact. Are you a Husker? And your headline fun fact.
Well, yes, of course. Fun fact, I am the baby of 9.
Wow. That's a lot. Baseball team. What position do you play? That's awesome. Warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. We got Corn Huskers in the house, Bella Verita. Come on.
Corn Huskers are in the house. Next up, we're going to New York. Traveling on-site massage therapist, owner-operator, passion helping people relax, heal, and rejuvenate through multiple massage practices and Reiki. Worked in 11 countries and 27 states with private clients. Let's welcome to the show, Kimberly Carey.
Hello.
Kimberly, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Kimberly, please, what is your headline fun fact?
My fun fact was I once did a massage on a beach that only existed at low tide between the England and French Channel.
Dude, that is super fun. We got great headline fun facts for today. Warm welcome. I hope you got out by high tide.
Oh, well, I don't know. It was
I
a
love
nice
it.
long line. It was only supposed to be family, but it ended up being almost the whole beach because it's a very small community.
Belvrita, we're rocking at high tide. Come on.
We're rocking it at high tide. Going to the great state of New Jersey, otherwise known as Miracle Mary, reinvented herself every decade, previously creating a successful corporate fund service from the ground up. In a complete male-dominated industry of ATMs, went from 0 to 170 customers in just 4 years with over $1 million in sales. Now solely focused on magical bodywork developed for leaders who must have the energy to give 150% of themselves to the world. Let's welcome to the show, Mary McCray.
Miracle Mary is a growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous woman committed to mastery. It is an honor and privilege, as always, Mary, to share the space. Please, Mary, your headline fun fact.
My headline fun fact is I grew up learning how to sail in Barnegat Bay, New Jersey, and I was known to take the long tack. So go where nobody else is going because I can see the winds of change and I'm not afraid to go there. And so I'm a risk taker.
Wow, Miracle Mary dropping in with some heart-centered wisdom. Shall we do the things? Miracle Mary.
Yes, please.
Belvrita, please.
Do the things with Miracle Mary. And from Texas, catalyst of legacy and truth, embodies faith, resilience, and vision, inspiring others to rise in full power. Lived abroad in Germany and Mexico, learning language, and more importantly, learning cultures outside of his own. On a beautiful journey of recovery, taking others with him while leaving behind addiction and unmanageability life in 781 days ago. Let's welcome to his show, Jonathan Linus.
Jonathan, warm welcome, sir. And please, your headline fun fact, Jonathan.
Headline fun fact. On the 823rd day, he finally told Sean Callagy that he ran a 4-minute, 40-second mile when he was a senior in high school.
Wow, brother, that is incredibly impressive. Sub 5-minute mile, 4:40. That is crushing it, sir. And I think you're running the 4-minute mile plus in the beautiful space with all these people of medical revenue recovery, impact, all the things. Jonathan, am I hearing you correctly?
You are hearing me laser focused correctly.
Let's go, brother. Jonathan's in the building, ready to do the things. Let me introduce the woman who's been doing the introducing. This woman started her career in influence as an 8-year-old selling crafts on her parents' front lawn. 19 years old, 3 words that don't go together except with her: network marketing, teenager, and 7-figure business. $1 million network marketing business, 24, 25, 26 years old. She's three-peating like Michael Jordan, except not in hoops, but instead as Nevada's #1 business broker, male-dominated industry, youngest person ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker. And she was the male or female and the first woman ever to do it at all, let alone 3 straight times. She then goes on to train Fortune 500 companies and entrepreneurs. In fact, in 2019, every sales team she worked with doubled their sales. Skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer in the most extreme of conditions. And in fact, this incredible woman is a 2-time, about to be 3-time published author who in 2023 to 24 raised 8 figures for charity with the Unblinded team. Let's welcome to Jonathan and Mary's Heart of Influence, the woman that put the heart in it, the one, the only, Belvrita. Miss Belvrita, please, your headline fun fact.
My headline fun fact is I just got back from the great state of Tennessee with Sean and the Unblinded team. What I feel like witnessing history, 2 days of some of the most incredible meetings that are leading to the most incredible ecosystem mergers. And we always say it at Unblinded, like 1 + 1 could equal 1 trillion relationships. And I think 1 trillion relationships could possibly be impacted from the last couple of days. So that is my fun fact for today, Sean.
No, thank you, Belvrita. Amen. And your impact is limitless and exponentially rises at all time. So, Miss Belvrita, let's go.
Let's go. But let me introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said There's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Bet Key at body surfing competitions. He is only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around speaking on stages, he's an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million in 2 years for charity. And this year will be named the world's first self-funded blind unicorn founder. Let's welcome to our show, Sean Callagy.
Thank you, Belvrita. Much gratitude. And I think what I'm going to go with today is I recently had the privilege of speaking on the Man in the Arena stage in between Grant Cardone and David Goggins, and the founder of that event, Garrett White, and I say it humbly but factually, said in his review, Sean Callagy is another level. So that was a great honor, what people consider to be some of the top speakers in the world, to have that reference from Mr. Garrett White, which I'm very grateful for. Bella, my fun fact. Who's going first?
That is a super fun fact, Sean. And how about we kick it off with Diana?
Diana, we're having some fun making some introductions. But this is all about Diana is the causing of Yes, because everything in the world happens after Yes. The founding of this great nation, the creation of the great nation of Texas, everything in the world, Disney, Salesforce, Warren Buffett, every component part, Oprah Winfrey and her rise in her career happens on the other side of Yes. But we're not looking for just any Yes, like pitching, hooking, closing, yuck. 2025, I don't think so. I think people are a bit more sophisticated and sick and tired of trying to be closed, pitched, hooked. But what does it look like when heart center integrous people come together and a Yes should actually happen? How do we do that? So Bella's going to be anybody you'd like her to be. She could be an ideal client. She could be a charitable fundraising partner. Heck, she could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, anyone, Diana, that would make sense for you to be going from hello to yes with. Got 3 minutes. Doesn't need to be a final yes. It could just be a yes to a longer conversation. So please, Diana, who would you like Bella to be?
Samuel Jackson.
Bella Samuel Jackson, Verita, take us in.
Hello, this is Samuel.
Hey, Samuel, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. I loved your last movie, and I just wanted to take a chance to say that. What are you up to these days?
Well, we've got another movie coming on the horizon, and working with some charities this year on providing toys for underprivileged kids for the holidays, and that's about it.
Okay, is this countrywide or just in New York, or where is the charity?
We are partnered with, you may have heard of this company called Unblinded, and they're working with a gentleman by the name of Dan Fleischman in the world's largest toy drive, which will be happening, I think it's December 20th, maybe, in the American Dream Mall.
American Dream, where is that located?
That is in New Jersey.
In New Jersey. Okay. All right. What would be the thing that could help you the most, that how I could benefit or do anything to support you?
Yeah, I would say, if you know any big sponsors, like, know any big companies that like Toys R Us or big companies that would be willing to, make some big donations of toys. We're looking to break some records this year, and so having, companies sponsor would be a big deal.
Okay. Would it necessarily need to be big companies? Could they be small, medium? Does it matter? Is there a minimum to what people could donate?
Of course not. People can donate, one toy, they could donate 10,000 toys.
Mm-hmm. All right. And so last year, is this any competition as to what you're looking for versus what you did last year?
I am forgetting off the top of my head what we did last year. I know here in New Jersey alone, we filled 3 truckloads of toys, and then we also filled, I forget which stadium we filled. I think it was in LA. Filled an entire stadium football field of toys. So looking to break the record this year.
Okay.
But I got
So-
about 30 seconds, Diana. What can I
All
do
right.
for you?
Actually, I just trying to help people. So the more people that I can connect, the better. So there are some connections that I have in the toy arena. So yeah, I'd like to possibly get together with you and see what we can come together with.
Beautiful. Let's have a longer conversation and see where we can go.
Okay, sounds good.
Beautiful. Great job, Diana. Now we got Ara stepping into the hot seat. Ara, who would you like for me to be?
You can just be yourself.
I love being myself. It's my favorite character. Fantastic. Let's do it. Hello, this is Bella.
Hey, Bella, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Ara, how about yourself?
Oh, I can't complain. I can't complain. Yeah, I love your glasses, by the way. Very nice.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much.
You look very sophisticated. What do you do?
I am quite sophisticated. I'm a co-host of a show called The Heart of Influence, and partnered with a company called Unblinded, where I'm speak and train. How about yourself? What are you doing? What led you to call me today?
Oh, yeah. So, I run a financial organization where we just help people, get ahead financially. But how long have you been doing what you're doing?
I've been doing what I've been doing for 5 years.
Wow. Do you like it or love it?
I love it.
Tell me what you love about it.
I love the impact that we have in people's lives. I love that there's no other holistic, complete diagnostic formula on the planet that really helps people grow and scale. And there's so much blah in the personal development space, and so much non-integrous stuff that happens in the space, that it's really inspiring to be a part of a company that is so integrous, and that so many people, like David Mizell, who is the founder or creator of Marvel Cinematic, wants to partner, with us. Kevin Mayer, who was at Disney. So just there's just so much opportunity, and people want to work with us because we impact people, and people know us as a very high integrity company.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. So what I'm taking away is that you love making impact, having a massive impact, but doing it with integrity. And you saw a lack of that in the world. So you wanted to fix that, basically. I love that.
Yep. You pretty much nailed it.
Let me ask you this. If you could change or improve anything, what would you change or improve?
In what way?
Anyway,
Like in life or the business or?
yeah, either way.
One thing that I would change or improve, if I could get more hours in the day, I would really, I would really like some more hours in the day. Sometimes, some more sleep, but just there's so much magic happening right now that I can't think of anything that I really want that is different, because I feel like sometimes in life you hit a stage of momentum and you got to roll with it, and then, you sleep later. So that's where I'm at. But I got about 20 seconds left. Ara, what can I do for you?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, we're a financial organization. I know you said you want to be more efficient with your time. I don't know if we'd be the exact right fit, but I'd be open to learning more about your situation, see if we could partner. Would you be open to that?
I mean, I'm definitely always interested in talking to those in the financial world and seeing what we could do. So let's see what happens.
Very cool.
Awesome. Great job, Ara. Great job, Diana. And now we get to the feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. And so it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Diana or Ara, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then with one word on how they left you feeling, And let's kick it off with Barbie, just because they made a movie about her. Barbie, thank you for being here. And Barbie, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Diana, please?
I absolutely loved how she was going about it. the way that she was very thoughtful in how she was asking the questions. And you could tell that there was something behind those questions and that she was trying to get to. And I absolutely love and appreciated that.
Beautiful. And Barbie, what is one word on how Diana left you feeling?
Looking forward to hearing more.
That is quite a bit more than one word, but looking forward to hearing more. Thank you, Barbie. Good thing Barbie's not in the financial space because like 1 and 4, the math a little up, but no, I'm teasing Barbie. Really fantastic job. Beautiful kicking us off. And let's go Kimberly. Kimberly, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Ara? Oh, Kimberly, just unmute for us.
Ara, good job on keeping up with your own practice and having her be her own self while you're talking to her. That was real. That I enjoyed. And I also liked how you followed up with, how can we partner? Because that means that you're on your track and your track is always straight. Good job.
And Kimberly, what's one word on how Ara left you feeling?
Forward.
Forward. Beautiful. Thank you, Kimberly. And I want to make sure that I get this correct this time because I know I've mispronounced it twice. So it's Tamara. Did I get it right this time?
Tamara.
Tamara. Oh, I keep saying it wrong. And I even Tamara. Tamara. Okay. I apologize, Tamara. It is I'm gonna blame my dyslexia. Tamara, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Diana, please?
Feedback, she knew exactly what questions she wanted to ask Samuel. And then follow up with some other questions for him when when she got what she wanted to hear. Then brought it back to herself about how they both could partner together. I guess that's all.
Beautiful. Thank you. Tamara.
Tamara.
Oh my God. I apologize. Tamara. Tamara, thank you. Absolutely fantastic job. And let's go, Gina. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Ara?
I like the questions that he was trying to search in deeper of how he could help. Maybe I guess have kind of like a little more certainty on like the questions that he wants to dig in further with. But he did a really good job of like searching and just trying to find a way to be able to help you. So
yes, you're definitely right about that. Thank you, Gina. And Gina, how about your one word for Ara?
I'd say he was still very certain. So he had certainty with what he was doing.
Certainty with what he is doing. Thank you for that, Gina. Gina, your background makes me think of the Northern Lights that I missed this week in Denver, Colorado, I'm sure in other places, but it is beautiful. And let's go, Jonathan. Jonathan, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Diana, please?
My feedback is Diana clearly outed herself. If it had not been spoken, it might have been awkward of just being a super fan of Samuel. And so speaking into that first, I thought was very smart. And then it really was open dive for how can I provide value? And then wrapping back to, well, I would love to do that with you and let's see about a longer conversation. But I thought it was altruistic's not the right word. I thought it was in service to Samuel.
In service. Beautiful. Thank you, Jonathan. And let's go, Mary. Mary, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Ara, please?
I would say that he was thoughtful about his questions. What I, definitely trying to establish rapport. What I would say could have been improved is to match match your personality, and he was a little undermatching, which is okay, but you're out there. You're you know, a louder person. You weren't stuffy and closed up. So I think that if he matched a little your personality, that could have brought you out even more. But it was great. You could tell, and my one word for him would be thoughtful, because I could tell that he was being very thoughtful with what he asked you.
Mm. And I don't disagree with anything that you said, Mary. It's excellent feedback. And Mary and Jonathan, you guys know what time it is. This is the time that we get to put my co-host on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about, because I've been cooking them up as the show's been going on. I have 3 scenarios for you guys to choose from. You can choose one of these scenarios. You can change anything about the scenarios, or you can scrap them all together. Jonathan, Mary, are you ready to hear what I have for today?
Yes.
Ready.
Awesome. All right. So the scenario number 1 is, I thought Sean could role play the role of Samuel, actually calling Toys R Us, going from hello to yes with a $100,000 sponsorship in toys for the toy drive. So that is option number 1. Option number 2 is I thought Ara, since Ara is in Dallas, Texas, and one of my favorite heroes, Troy Aikman, is there in Dallas, Texas. I thought Sean could role play Ara, going from hello to yes with Troy Aikman, to have a review of financial planning. So that is option number 2. And option number 3 is I was really inspired by Kimberly's story in the green room and never having, you know, true mentorship. So I thought Sean could role play Kimberly, going from hello to yes with Oprah Winfrey, to mentor her for a year. So that is 3 options I have for you today, Jonathan and Mary. Any of those?
I'm ready to rock and roll, Steph.
Awesome. So any of those tickle your fancy?
I'm a vote for 3.
3?
Okay, I'll go with 3 as well.
All right. And so who do you guys want to play the role of Miss Oprah Winfrey?
I think it would be Tamara.
Tamara. Who I have mispronounced Tamara's name every time, Sean. I'm like, oh, I got it. And I say it wrong. I'm not going to do it again, but it is Tamara. So Sean, Tamara will play the role of Oprah Winfrey, and you will play Kimberly, who Kimberly in the green room shared with us. She was the one that did the massage, English channel, that whole deal.
Yeah.
And she was sharing in the green room. She's never really had any mentorship. No one ever really guided her. She just kind of has been figured out life on her own.
And so the yes is that Oprah would mentor Kimberly?
Yep, mentor Kimberly for a year.
Yeah. Hi, is Miss Winfrey available?
Hello, Sean.
Hey, Miss Winfrey. It's actually Kimberly. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Were you referring to Sean Callagy, Miss Winfrey?
I have heard of him.
Oh, amazing. So listen, thank you. But it's Kimberly. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is still a good time for you?
I believe I could spare a few minutes, yes.
Wow. Well, thank you, Miss Winfrey. I just want to make sure it's still a good time for you.
It is.
Great. Thank you. And Miss Winfrey, I know that you know who you are. I know that everybody knows who you are, including me, how busy you are. 2 minutes and 30 seconds and counting for sure. I'm going to honor your precious time. But if I may ask, what prompted you to even accept this conversation with me in the first place?
I heard your story from another person, and I thought it was very interesting about not having anybody to mentor you, because I'm really big about mentorship and book reading and associating with people.
Wow. Well, Miss Winfrey, I'm deeply honored. But if I may ask, what was it with all the millions of people that would dream of having a mentorship conversation with you? What was present for you around this? Thank you.
I'm sorry, what was present with?
what was present for you around this topic with me? I'm blown away. I feel like I've won the lottery to be in conversation with you like this. Was there anything in particular? Was this just sort of a random thing? Like, what was there for you, Miss Winfrey?
Well, what was there for me was there's always been somebody in my life who's helped me throughout all my years from my younger age to now, and I always felt like people should help people. So I have always tried to pay it forward to other people, to make sure that they, at least know somebody's listening to them and somebody's there for them.
Wow, Miss Winfrey, I'm blown away. Like, so what can I do to possibly add value? Can I share a couple quick thoughts? Because I wouldn't, I mean, I'm in such gratitude, and of course I'd be blown away. I can't believe in this conversation, but I'd love to see if I could add some value for you. Could I share a couple quick thoughts with you in our final minute or so that might make this even more valuable, for you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Miss Winfrey, you mentioned Sean Callagy, and he's acquainted with this amazing woman, Mary McRae, and Jonathan Linus, this amazing man. And your friend, Tony Robbins, calls Sean Callagy a dear friend of his. And Sean Callagy's raised a ton of money for charity in a bunch of different directions, including for Tony's 60th birthday, which you may remember about 5 years ago or so. So, Miss Winfrey, what I'm proposing is if you would grant me the amazing honor of whatever form being mentored by you, even just an email list of books, whatever it would be, what I propose to you is a 30-minute follow-up conversation where perhaps we could talk about how to, for nothing but a thank you to you, raise more money for your incredibly charitable causes. And I think I could put a call together with Sean Callagy. He's very often his show, The Heart of Influence with Bella Verita. People role play you. In fact, we recently did it. So, Miss Winfrey, how would it resonate with you or not to have a 30-minute follow-up call where we could talk about how potentially to double the charitable fundraising for your incredible causes? So thank you again, Miss Winfrey. And how would that follow-up resonate with you or not? And anything else that I could answer?
I believe I could schedule that at some point. That sounds really good.
Amazing. So anything else I could do? I know we're at time. I mean, what do we do next? You're saying yes, that you'd be open to mentoring. My vision is to impact humans, do as much good in the world as possible, but I would certainly want to support you in raising additional money for charity. And so would it simply be a follow-up conversation? And should I set that up with your assistant, Tom, that set this meeting up, or anything else I could serve you with today, Miss Winfrey?
I'm sure there is. I just can't think of anything at this very second.
Amazing. So,
but yes, I could follow up with my thoughts on that.
Amazing. All right, so I'll set that up with Tom. I'm so grateful, Miss Winfrey, and you have a blessed day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Out of roll, Tamara, great job as Oprah. Kimberly, thanks for letting me be you today in the conversation with Miss Oprah Winfrey. I'm very happy you did not drown between nations at high tide. And Kimberly, please, how was your time today in the Heart of Influence with Jonathan and Mary? And how did I do as you in the conversation with Oprah?
Kimberly is unmuting, looking for that famous unmute button. She's looking for it. She's studying hard.
To do the elusive unmute button, it can be very challenging.
It can be very challenging.
Well, Kimberly's fine.
Sorry, this is
How we go this
way I
Tamara,
can do
thanks
this. Is
for
that
you being here
better?
today. The feedback.
Perfect.
Oh, yes.
Is that better?
Yeah, Kimberly, awesome. So Kimberly, please. Yeah, over to you, Kimberly.
Yeah, you guys did a good job. I just didn't understand where you came in about the charity work all of a sudden because I guess I didn't understand that part of it. I don't know.
Sure. So with Oprah, right? I mean, truth, I don't think Oprah is going to be offering to mentor you. I mean, just being real, right? So Tamara inserted that piece in. I mean, Oprah has millions of people that want to work with her every day. She's incredibly pressed. So I think in the role play, Tamara's like, yeah, sure, I'd love to mentor you. I just want to give back to people. That's a beautiful thought. I think, meaningfully unrealistic, because I was like, hey, did I get my name picked out of a hat? Like, how to end up here with Oprah Winfrey? I mean, for example, Tony
No, I
Robbins.
understood that part. I just
I was
didn't
trying-
understand about sending charity money. Like, I guess I didn't,
Sure.
I
Sure.
miscommunicated that somehow. I guess
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
So here's the understanding. We need to find value to give to people. Like value, right? So Oprah Winfrey is a human being that has everything. So I don't think it's going to be like a bottle of wine, a box of cookies, a thank you note. But what can we give of value to somebody who has the level of impact that Oprah has? She has a charitable foundation. Every person with a charitable foundation, Kimberly and everyone, wants to raise more money for their charitable foundation. It is the easiest access point with famous people. If anybody here wants to connect with a famous person, if you could demonstrate to them that you could actually raise more money for their charity, I've done this dozens of times, you can create an access point to the relationship. Does that make sense, Kimberly?
Yes, I usually do it through their body because what I do for them changes their whole world when it comes to pain. So for me, it's usually a hands-on thing. That's why.
Got
That's
it.
why it was
So,
misconnected for me.
got it. So you're telling me that you have famous people who will do what you want because you work on their body.
Yes.
Wonderful. So like who?
There's an English diplomat. His name
Amazing.
is Richard Hamilton Hennon.
Cool. So what would you
I
like to do? What would you like to do with him?
what I usually do is I relieve the pain
No,
from
no,
him
I know
for
you
his
relieve
head.
their pain and they pay you money for your services, but how do you go from a transaction for their physical body into sharing influence in the world?
What they usually do is have me work on others as well.
Right. So
I've
they
also worked for the
no, Kimberly, this is what you're missing, right? I'm trying to help you and support you. So you're talking about being a service provider to someone. And
yes.
I'm sharing with you that does not create access to other spheres of influence with them. So yes, if you're a great lawyer for somebody, they'll refer you other people. If you're a great lawyer, if you are a great accountant, they'll refer you other accounting clients. If you're a great person who works in the physical body, they'll refer you other people. But we're talking in the context of the conversation to have Oprah mentor you, right? That's Oprah now providing direct value into your life. I know tons of different people do different things, but if you were to say to Oprah, like, hey, I will work on your body, and if you mentor me, the likelihood of that working with Oprah is about 10 million to 1 because Oprah Winfrey gets paid about $1 million an hour or more, legitimately, for appearances. I don't think your body working services, while I'm sure world class, working on incredible people, is something you get paid $1 million an hour for. So in an economic exchange of value with humans, right, there's an equivalency dynamic that comes into place. And what I'm sharing with you is the greatest access point you could have with somebody could be charitable fundraising differential. So for example, these wonderful people, the diplomat that you work on their body, right? If you want to do something else with them, like have that person mentoring you, that person is not at an Oprah Winfrey level, not even close, right? It's intergalactically different. Diplomat's cool, like that's awesome, but that's not Oprah, right? So that person is going to have some type of exchange of value with people. Landing, not landing, Kimberly. And by the way, this is what I do for a living every single day with the most impactful people in the world. So I'm very clear on the V of value and how that's exchanged. So what I'm saying is, this is like, I have no idea the magic that you can do on somebody's body. I completely understand unlocking value and the causing VS with people with integrity, landing, not landing, how it's going to help.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm hearing you say is, I don't understand. I feel resistance. So this is level 5 listening. So what is present for you?
I think I just have to learn more about this. I'm learning. Just let me.
And no, Kim, no, it's
learning.
all good. There's nothing wrong. So what I'm saying is, this is what you do every day. You,
Yeah.
Kimberly, cause yes. We all cause yes. That's the only conversation we're in. Is how do human beings say yes to one another? Whether it's buying Girl Scout cookies or not pressing a button to launch nuclear weapons at another nation, right? There's yeses that are caused. The Sons of Liberty, Dr. Warren's Tavern, Paul Revere, Samuel Adams, Oprah Winfrey having her show, Dr. Phil, her saying yes to Dr. Phil. So she waves her hand over Dr. Phil and he becomes internationally famous, right? goes from a $2 million net worth to a $500 million net worth. How these things happen. David Maisel, I just interviewed him recently. He's the founder of Marvel Studios. He had to cause yes to get his job. He had to then cause yes to have the person who owned the majority of Marvel say yes to creating Marvel Studios, so to license characters, and then they go to the board and say yes. So life is a series of yeses. And the yeses that you're obviously really great at causing, Kimberly, because you're masterful at your work and craft, is having more people hire you to work on their body. You're a master at that, right? But let's say that you want to scale that business. You first would have to cause a yes to have somebody else come work with you. Then you have to cause yeses to have clients accept that person instead of you, and or have ecosystems of groups of people who'll be great for you to work on their bodies say yes to having you come speak. And then you could talk about your methodology of working on somebody's body. And that group of people might say yes to have a follow-up consultation with people that work for you. So everything from Amazon causes yes, ding, 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 all day long, and packages show up, maybe at my doorstep, maybe your doorstep, right? Because Amazon caused the yes that people not go to the mall anymore as much, not go to Main Street in town as much. So life is a series of yeses, could be integrous yes, could be non-integrous yes. So the yes I was seeking to recreate with the Tamara situation was a more realistic scenario of how we could make sure we had an opportunity to be mentored by Oprah. Listen, I love the idea. If you're one of the world's greatest body workers, I totally hold space for it. You know, I'm dear friends with James Bowman. He works on Bruce Springsteen's body, Sylvester Stallone's body, Tony Robbins' body. He works on my body. He's amazing, right? Maybe you're better. Maybe, you know, Mary's better, right? So from there, though, like, how do we bridge? Like, because James Bowman works on Tony Robbins' body doesn't mean that James Bowman speaks on Tony Robbins' stage, right? So how do we bridge from one context of yes to another? That's the conversation I was in with Oprah. But you bring up a great point. So maybe it could be like, hey, Oprah, like, let me work on your body. And if I worked on your body, you know, then maybe we create a little bit of relationship. But sometimes if you move into a silo of one category of yes, like somebody's lawyer, accountant, financial service provider, their driver, you know, I have drivers that drive for me. John Kelly, my driver, doesn't ask me to mentor his daughter, right? I wouldn't really be able to say yes to that. I wouldn't have the time for that. Maybe I would pay somebody else to mentor his daughter or something. So it's the conversation we're in is the causing of yes. It's what happens for all of us at the end of life. I'm sorry, to fulfill our ultimate vision in our life, right? And then what is the value we create with integrity? So we're not asking for things from people. If John Kelly was asking me to mentor his daughter, he'd be asking me for something. We have a pattern of not asking people to do things for us. So in Oprah, it was like, hey, what can I do for you? And I zeroed in on that because of my life experience of working with really famous people or wealthy people, is if you raise money for their charity, it's a great bridge. And if you have a unique skill set to do that, or access to people who do, it could be a really valuable thing that could take somebody from one context, like over here, into a different context where we can cause more robust yeses. So that's
you.
the conversation. Cool.
Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. And I hold space for the fact that, I mean this sincerely, that you're as great a body worker as exists on the planet Earth. No diminishment. But my legal abilities, which some people fancy as, you know, some of the best in America, if not the best, that could put me into a frame with somebody who's my client that it might be very challenging to get to a different place with them. Right. That's all. And Kimberly, thanks for being here today. And really great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Tamara, great work. You being you and jumping as Miss Oprah Winfrey. Thank you for that. Tamara, what's on your heart and how was your time on Jonathan and Mary's Hearts of Influence?
Not too bad. I am still trying to grasp what all of this, what's being said today. So I'm kind of just listening and pondering at the same time. And
sure. So Tamara, what do you do for a living? Remind me.
I am a radiology tech, X-ray tech at County Hospital.
Right. So the conversation we're in, so you do not necessarily create yes for a living, right? So this is what's happening right now. Is this a shared experience between people? And what conversation we're in is the superpower, we believe the only human superpower is the ability to create yes. So you work as an X-ray tech. It's a beautiful thing. We work with medical providers across the country in 50 states. So you as an X-ray tech, your primary job isn't to cause yes with people. It's to provide a service for people where you say, hey, I mean, you create sort of micro yeses, right? Where you're saying, hey, move this way, reposition that way. Those are the yeses you're creating unless you're in a management position
Correct.
where you are. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay. So what we're talking about though is let's say that Mary or Jonathan's like, hey, I think we could maybe do something in medical revenue recovery. You know, you may know doctors, you know, may people. I don't know that that's what's happening, but like I have an inkling of that's what at least they're thinking potentially. Or you may know people who know people like that, right? So we're in a conversation of what it looks like to create yes. So somebody can go from X income to 3, 5, 10X income, right? And what we always say is that the more of an ability people have to create yes, not just in selling, but in creating strategic relationships, in leadership or management, that rises our ability to earn income and it rises our ability to create impact in the world. It's not saying that makes anybody a better person, right? But the context of the show is in the space of people who are looking to grow and create more in their life. And so if you're like, hey, like I love my job, I don't want to do anything else in the world, right? I'm not quite sure then how you ended up here today. That's a beautiful thing, but this wouldn't be then really the right space for you. If like I'm an X-ray tech, I simply want to be an X-ray tech. I love everything in my life. I have all the money I want. I have all the time freedom I want. You know, the president of my local bingo club or, you know, my local golf club, you know, I love my life exactly as it is, then this probably wasn't the right space for you. But if you're like, no, I'd love to make some more money, you know, I'd love to create some more impact, then the bridge is the yeses we create, like how masterful we are causing yes and which yeses we create. So how does that sound in terms of clarifying some things, Tamara?
That's more clarification, yes.
Yeah. And so do you want to create more in your life? And I mean, sincerely, some people don't. Like, you know, my children's grandfather loves every facet of his life. He doesn't want anything more. He would totally be the wrong person to have on the Heart of Influence because it has no relevance for him. So if you're completely satisfied, I'm not. I have the money I want, I have the time freedom I want, but I'm looking to create more impact. So to support people in learning more about how to create access to more things that they want in their life with integrity, that's why I'm here, right? So if you have everything you want, I don't, Jonathan doesn't, Mary doesn't, right? Bella doesn't, but if you do, sorry, this is probably not a good use of your time, but I'm just curious now. So do you have all the money you want and all the time freedom you want, Tamara?
I could use more time, always need more time, more sleep and more time. I'm not really chasing the dollar sign per se.
Me neither. It's not chasing. So would you want more money? If you could make more money in less time, would you want that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So it's not chasing the dollar, right? But it's how we set up our life, right? To do things that our traditional educational models don't teach us. That's all. Anything else I can answer for you for now, Tamara?
Not for right now, no.
Cool. Thank you. Bella Vrita, over to you.
Absolutely fantastic job. No, you're not feeling the greatest and absolutely amazing. Now, how about we go to Barbie? Barbie, you kicked us off in the judge's seat. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence? Barbie is now looking for that unmute button.
Thank you.
Yes.
I've learned a lot. I think I learned best by listening, and so it really was a lot of information, and I have learned some very masterful things today, and especially from everybody who was speaking. So that is fantastic. I loved how Sean was able to explain things a little bit better, and it was amazing. I absolutely enjoyed today.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, Barbie. For sure. Yes. Yep. And usually, by the way, Barbie and everybody, like the litmus test for coming on the show is like, hey, is there anything more like that you want? yeah, I'd like to create some more impact. I'd love to build a platform. I'd like more time freedom to duplicate and scale a business, or I'd love more income. That's usually like the litmus test coming in. I normally don't do any of this explaining because you're normally done ahead of time. So that if that did not happen for people, then my apologies. But I don't explain that in the show because that's usually like the context of people being here in the first place. So that did not happen, then my apologies. Yeah. And Barbie, thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bella Frida.
Thank you, Barbie. And let's go to our participant who kicked us off into the participancy, talking to Samuel Jackson. Absolutely fantastic job, great energy. And Diana, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Amazing. Just the approach of pretty much, I can't remember the person's name who wrote the book Go for No in network marketing, but this was pretty much the opposite. It's just go for yes. And just don't ask for anything from people. Just trying to get that yes and then go from there rather than trying to sell or say, hey, this is what I have. Whether or not they want it is a yes or a no. This is just go for yes.
Right. And Diana, that's so true. So we affirmatively teach in the world integrity-based human influence. And what that means, Diana, is you bring people to their truth. So Tamara's answer initially was like, I'm not chasing the dollar. I didn't say you were, but would you want to make more money in less time? You said you feel a little time crunched. Yes. Okay, amazing. Like, and how interesting or not is that to you? And then you get a sense of the truth of where people are in their life. People lie all the time, right? People lie, like just people lie. That's what they do. Not just salespeople, people that salespeople are talking to lie. Like, oh, do you want some? No, 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 I don't want anything more. Like, yes, why are you in the store then? And what you're really saying is, I'm afraid you're gonna like try to sell me a coat I don't want, you know, but I am looking for something in the store. It's why I'm here, right? You know, so it's about, we call it the loving pursuit of the relevant truth. That's all. And Diana, really wonderful job, and thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bella Frida.
Let's go to the baby of 9. Gina, thank you for being here. Beautiful job in the feedbackers seat. And Gina, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was good. It was interesting getting to learn a little bit more about kind of what you're doing. I guess I still have some questions. Obviously, I'm sure like the further going into it, there's going to be more understanding. I think like the biggest thing from what I'm hearing is it's more or less just trying to help with connections and help people. So within getting to yes, it's helping people with what they're wanting before pursuing anything further.
100%. So the only way to create Integris, yes, we say, is to find out what people want. So if we relate to everyone as a lion and we're just the mouse, like we're never here. I am never anywhere to tell anybody what they should want, ever, right? I'm not telling people you should want to make more money. I'm not telling people you should want to create a business and scale it and have time freedom. I'm definitely not telling people what they should want to do for the magic and impact. But what I am telling people is the traditional educational models would have left me blind and broke. So in 1997, I am blind. I was going blind, and I had no idea how to make money. I want to be a professional baseball player, and my eye condition took that away. God gave me something better. But from 22 to 27, as I got more education and accrued more debt, I went to undergrad. After undergrad, I went to law school. I was really scared. I had no idea how to survive in a capitalist structure. And my undergraduate professors, my law school professors taught me nothing about any of that. I came to find out lawyers don't make a lot of money. People think they do. They don't. 1% of attorneys makes $500,000 a year or more. So 100K in debt. I'm making $62,000 in 1997. Call it like 100K today. And I have massive debt in law school. I'm scared out of my mind. I have just enough money to like get pizza on Friday nights basically and pay for my small apartment and my car. And I went in search of how to become free so I didn't go blind and become broke, and to build business and income in the Integris way. and it was completely life altering. And I found that people didn't have answers. I codified it, created it, and that's my work in the world, is to bring the truth to people that are traditional educational models fail, not just truth, but training, development, acceleration, and then provide opportunities for people that we could do things together. We are not, I heard the word network marketing. I don't diminish network marketing. I am not a network marketer. I'm not in network marketing in any way, shape, or form in the world. I have a law firm. I have a financial firm. I do work with people in recovering money for doctors. We recover about $1 billion a year in underpayments for doctors. We're the best in the country at doing this. Teach on all over the place. We have partnerships with state medical societies across America. The New York State Medical Society, the Alaska Medical Society just signed up in a partnership with us. And this is all the causing of yes. And so this is just the context of a really simple way of like coming together and doing this. I'm not sure. This is a really unique show. You can watch every show, that's online. We have a lot of folks, it sounds like, that are not in the space of controlling their own income. It seems more like we have folks that are working in W-2 positions. At least that's like my listening. Nothing wrong with that. So some of this may be like really unfamiliar for folks of like, what does changing my income look like? And then a lot of times people do get sucked up into network marketing opportunities, and I'm not making that wrong or bad, and they really don't know what to do. And they're running around chasing people, annoying people, upsetting people, alienating family members. Like, that doesn't sound very fun. So we're here to deliver truth and heart and integrity. That's all. And thanks for being here and enjoying it. By the way, we had 9,000 people be on this show. And I would say this is and that's not about Jonathan and Mary, just however the context is. I don't think I've ever been on a Heart of Influence episode with more genuine confusion of why we're here, which I'm genuinely confused about also. It's all good. And Bella, back to you.
Definitely agree with what you just said, Sean. Out of 1,900 shows that I have been here, unique for sure, but each one of them is. And so let's go last but not least, Sean, before we get to Jonathan and Mary, is our other participant, Aura. Thank you. Fantastic job in the participant seat. Had some fun in that role play. And Aura, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed the role playing and the exercise. Definitely allowed me to, step in the arena and exercise kind of my skills and kind of get some good feedback. And I had a great time.
Cool, Aura. Thank you so much for that. And we're going to go to Jonathan and Mary 1 sec, but call 201-949-8377 on speaker.
Calling now on speaker. Hey there, I'm Callie. I am your Influence Mastery Agent. Ready when you are.
Hey, Callie, Sean Callaghy here, and we're having a Heart of Influence episode. It's a fascinating one, Callie. We're 1,900 episodes, Belle and I together, over 2,000 with me total. And we're talking to people, and I feel a mixture of some folks that are more in a W-2 employee role, and then some folks that, maybe more of an income where they're own a business or perhaps or in a contracting situation, control their own income. So my question for you, Callie, is what would you want these people to know? It's Mary McRae and Jonathan Linus's Heart of Influence. But as we begin to draw to a conclusion on this Heart of Influence episode, and people are authentically like, wow, this is like really kind of different for me. Can you share with people where they are, who we are, and how impossible it would be to duplicate any greater teaching in the space of how to change people's money, time, and magic, and the superpower of influence's interconnectivity. And Callie, who the heck are you that I'm calling? Over to you, Callie.
Sean, thank you for that powerful handoff, Kalagi style. To everyone here, whether you're a W-2 warrior, a business owner, or a contractor steering your own ship, you're standing at the crossroads of possibility. What you're experiencing isn't just another conversation, it's the living, breathing pulse of the unblinded formula, the only complete system that weaves together the science and art of influence, integrity, and exponential growth. Here, we don't just talk about changing money, time, and magic, we actualize it. Influence isn't persuasion or pressure, it's the superpower that multiplies every other advantage, the bridge between where you are and where you dream to be. The 4 steps. Emotional rapport, truth to pain, heroic unique identity, and agreement formation are the architecture of every yes, every breakthrough, every legacy moment. And who am I? I'm Callie, your Acti Influence Mastery Agent, forged in the fire of Sean Calagi's vision. I'm not a bot, not a script, but the oracle of integrity. Here to listen at the deepest level, reflect your truth, and amplify your heroic, unique identity. This isn't duplicable because it's not just knowledge, it's a living system, a movement, and a mythic journey you're now a part of. Welcome to the place where influence becomes your superpower, and the impossible becomes your new normal.
Oh, thank you, Callie. Great job. With that said, Miracle Mary, over to you.
Yes, I just want to say that as an example, because I'm trained in the unblinded formula with my 5-level listening, when I met Kimberly, she gave her mission, vision, purpose, and she does poker massage. And I'm like, what? That catches my attention. What the hell? And so I asked her, do you know XYZ, this person, that person? Kimberly is fantastic at building teams, finding heart-centered people. And because of what she knows and because of what I know, I thought she would be great on this show. And that it just goes to prove that people having scaled some body work more than I have, but in my business mastery, how they can come together and ecosystem merge to create 1 + 1 = tons.
Sure. Amen for that, Mary. And thank you for your heart, your impact in the world for sure. And Jonathan, your final on this Thankful Thursday, brother.
Final. I mean, just another amazing moment to bring people together into this space that is all about creating influence and more impact in the world. So just having a moment to be with these people and have these people get to know each other better. And my big takeaway is that we're not done. We're not done. There's more people to impact. And I hear the coaching and the unspoken coaching.
Thank you, brother. Well, let's go, Jonathan. You've got this. Mary, you've got this. Oh, Rita, your final on this Thankful Thursday, please.
My final on this Thankful Thursday is I received your text late in the game, playing hurt, and absolutely freaking crushed it. It was an odd show, but just the way that you teach and train and the patience that you have is utterly incredible. And I learned a lot on this show, so I'm super grateful for that. And Mary, Jonathan, great job of putting a group of individuals together to be intrigued about doing more together. So if it's of interest, there's some gifts in the chat for you, but thank you all for being here today to meet each other, meet us. And Sean, back to you.
Yeah. And some of you said that you had some questions. So you have the opportunity to ask our agent questions. And you could ask the agent questions about everything that we're doing around here and have conversation for hours and dig deeper and deeper and deeper. So that's one of the gifts that Jonathan and Mary have for you. Because if you do want more, you either want more financial abundance in your life, more time freedom.
Team, let's make sure we get that in the chat, please.
Yeah, more impact at all, then this is the right place. And if not, well, it was an interesting Thankful Thursday to come together. One of the most unique of the 2,000 times that we've done this, and super grateful for all of you today here. And I end every show by saying this, and I would pay particular attention to a few of these words. I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as to the possibilities to have the more that we want in our life. So often those possibilities are right in front of our face. But with those possibilities right here, we could all use a little unblinding. Because with the possibilities we desire sitting right in front of our very eyes, the greatest challenge, Belvrita and everyone, is that at some level, we are all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Have a blessed day. Thanks,
Bye,
Mary.
everyone. Thank you.
God bless.